Hey guys, welcome to your 10-minute bar, booty and thigh workout. My name's Sophie from SofieJayne.com, and today we've got 10 minutes of mat work, working your booty and your thighs. You don't need any other equipment, so as soon as you're ready, join me down on our mats and we'll get working. Starting laying on your left side. Bring the left forearm onto the floor. We want to bring ourselves up to the back end of the mat, the hips are down. We'll point the toes to the top corner of the mat. So you're in a slight, I'd say, banana shape. Bringing the right hand onto the hip, lift through the side of the body, pointing through the toes, begin to lift and lower the right leg up away from the left leg before reconnecting it. Okay, so this movement may start relatively easy, but trust me, we are going for some time. I'm doing all the timing, so you don't need to worry anything about that. But as we go through these small ranges of movements, we're going to take lots of high repetitions. So you definitely will begin to feel that burn, the famous bar burn, and you'll begin to feel all the muscles down the outer, inner thigh, upper, outer glute area working strong for you. We want to avoid sinking into the left shoulder, so try to keep the elevation from the body. We're here for 15 more seconds before we're holding this leg up and taking tiny circles forwards, followed by tiny circles back. 3, 2, hold it up. So tiny circles forwards. Using your hand on your hips, really think about keeping the hips stable. So we want to make sure that this top hip isn't rolling forwards and back, so it stays all the way up. If anyone's experiencing pain in the shoulder, you can always lay yourself down. I actually think I might lay myself down. We're still really working though the side of the glutes, still going with those circles forwards at this point. Before we change for circles back in 3, 2, 1, and circle it back. Changing directions now. By this point, we should really be feeling the upper outer glute working as well as the outer thigh. The circles want to be literally that small, they're just the size of ping pong balls. 15 more seconds before we hold this leg out and a new move is coming up. Do not worry, we'll be getting the opposite leg afterwards. In 5, 4, ready to keep the right leg lifted, hold it up. We want to flex, take 2 pulses and point. Flex, pulse, pulse and point. Again, super simple yet very effective movement. Keeping the hips stable. Now when we do the lift, I want you to really again focus on lifting from the glute, the upper glute and the outer thigh, rather than lifting from the foot as we do this. Oh my goodness. Ladies, thank you, and gentlemen, whoever's here today watching me on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world to me to have you participating with all my 10-minute bar and Pilates workouts. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for all the new workouts that I will be bringing to you. Again, they're all going to be 10 minutes bar and Pilates inspired. I bet you're wondering about the time. 5 seconds. Ready to hold it in 3, 2, 1. We bring the knee forwards and press. Forwards and press. The knee can come all the way forward, so it's in line with the hip, and then pressing away with the heel. In and out. I don't know why I keep saying I have this new thing when I'm doing exercises. It's more like, yep, I know how you're feeling as well. Still keeping this side of the body long and lengthened, driving lots of power out with the heel. So as you push away with your heel, I want you to imagine you're pushing something really heavy away from you. So when we find that full range of motion and we find the end range, the full expression of the movement, you can feel that contraction in your glute. We've got 10 more seconds before our final move on this side, where we'll be holding that leg all the way out. In 3, 2, hold the leg out. Internal rotation from the inside of the hip. I want you to rotate down so the kneecap toes come down to the floor. We tap the floor and lift. Tap and lift. Okay, again, keeping that stability, but I want you to try to go as quick as you can, as many repetitions as you can. Final move on this side. If this is the first chance you've got to move your body today, awesome work for coming in and doing 10 minutes of workout. Maybe you're doing this after one of my abs or one of my arm workouts, or maybe you're doing it before those. You know, the opportunities are endless. If you do want to carry on working your abs and your arms, you know where to go. Check out my other playlists, all the Barre and Pilates playlists, so you can make sure you're toning the body from head to toe. Okay, you've got 10 more seconds on this side before we are flipping over, and we're gonna take the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2, and releasing down. Bringing ourselves up, quickly spinning those legs around on the opposite side. So once again, we started off with the elbow down, lifting up through the waist, glutes are on the back of the mat, and pointing the toes forward. Bringing your top hand onto your hip, finding that length in the body, lift and lowering the left leg up and away from the floor. So again, the toes are pointing through this one, and we want to avoid sinking into the shoulder. If you are finding this uncomfortable, join me today with your hand resting, with your head resting in your hand. Maybe, I don't know, like me, I'm not sure, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Well, I'm actually recovering. I'm 5 weeks to the day post ACL and meniscus. This has been one of these great exercises which has helped me through my rehab, working again my glutes, working my outer thighs and all those stabilizing muscles around the knee. So if you know anybody who's injured, maybe they've had a leg injury, a knee injury, send them over to this workout because I'm sure it'll help them. 5 seconds before we go into our tiny circles, holding up. We've got 30 seconds of tiny circles forward before we go to our tiny circles back. You may also notice that you've got one side which is a little bit stronger than the other side. Now that's quite common among people, especially with you know, people are trained, people are seeing class. It's very rare that people are perfectly symmetrical in both sides. I want you to be aware of the side, okay, which fatigues easier, and maybe begin to notice it. Let's change direction. Is it, as throughout the day, maybe you always stand on one side, so it's always working a little bit harder. That could be one of the reasons one side feels a lot tighter. And then just when you come to stretch, you know, when we stretch at the end, I want you to really pay attention to that side which is tighter and hold it in its stretch for a few more seconds. Okay, we've got 5 more seconds before we do our flex, and then 2 pulses and point. 3, 2, 1. It's flex from the foot, 2 tiny pulses, and then point. So again, we're just finding that movement from the ankle before we get those little lifts up, and then point the toe away from you. Who would have thought, hey, that holding your leg in the air for, you know, pretty much close to 5 minutes could be so challenging and, yeah, demanding, taxing on the glutes. Once we know the moves, okay, it's just about getting them in and having that mental attitude, literally mind over matter, to push through this workout. 15 more seconds before we bring the knee into the hip and then press that heel away. My gosh. Keep at it, keep going. I'm doing this with you. I know exactly how you're feeling. We hold the flex now. Bring that knee forwards, 90-degree angle, and push away. Knee in and out. In and out. I am so ready for that stretch. But I am determined, as should you be determined right now, to keep on going through. You've done it on one side, I for sure know you can do it on the other side. Maybe you have to take some breaks today, you know, that's fine if you need to take some breaks. Just come back next time and you'll notice that you'll have to, you know, you'll take less breaks. Our bodies are so clever. Our bodies get so stronger if we discipline them, if we dedicate them, and we motivate them to getting through these workouts. Because afterwards you'll feel better. You always will. No one ever feels worse after a workout. Let's hold this leg out after our last repetition. This is it, holding out. We find that internal rotation from the hips, so the knees and toes point down, and then really nice and quickly to finish our final minute of our workout, quick taps down and lifts, trying to keep that leg as straight and as lengthened as possible. Still, again, keeping that connection in the core, belly button pulled into the spine. Breathe in all the time through this workout. I know you've got it. We've got 30 seconds together. And so again, if you are joining me for the first time today, thank you so much for joining me in this 10-minute workout. If you come to my videos regularly, it's great to have you back. It means the world for you all to be here with me today, working your bodies. Okay, 10 seconds before we're gonna stretch those glutes out. In 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh my goodness. Onto our backs we go. Laying down, we'll take that right side first. I want you to bring it to a 90-degree angle. The left hand wraps around the outside of the knee, and then bring the right side over to the left. Take the right arm out to the side, look to the right hand side as we feel that stretch through the glutes. You might feel it onto the inside of the hips, maybe into the lower back. There's a variety of places you'll feel this one. And one final thing, I have just redone my website, and that's sofiejayne.com. I'll pop all the links below, and we'll go over to the second side, but I'm posting lots of healthy recipes up there now, healthy sweet treats, healthy bakes, as well as snacks and salads. So make sure to head over there if you want some guidance with nutrition. There's lots of stuff up there that will help you so you can be eating really well while you're working out with me. Holding this stretch just a few more counts. Bring those knees in, roll yourselves up, and give yourselves a little round of applause for joining me today for 10 minutes of movement. Thank you so much.